I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Good morning and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I'm your host, Manny's Man, and this is In 10 at 10, where we give you sporting updates in 10 minutes. Again, thank you for joining, and if you have not yet, please like, subscribe, and share. Like the video, share the content, and also subscribe to the platform. Making the headlines today, the Walker Cup semifinals get going after the Ben Francis quarterfinals were completed yesterday. Monroe got the better. Frome got the better of Monroe by a goal to nil, while St. Elizabeth Technical defeated Vere by 2 goals to nil. In the other ties, we saw Manchester defeating Christiana and Edwin Allen getting the better of Cornwall College by 2 goals to 1. And so in the Walker Cup today, we'll see Mona High, coached by and conditioned by Craig Butler, go up against Kingston High School, while St. Catherine will tackle Excelsior. St. Catherine and Excelsior, you'll remember, played in the 2019 finals where St. Catherine actually won the Walker Cup. So we'll have a repeat of that in the game today. And so those are two games that are on. The winners, of course, will advance to the finals of the Walker Cup. The West Indies also suffered a loss yesterday in their one-day international against Ireland. They lost by the Duckworth and Lewis. This is the second of 3. So the series is now tied at 1-1. West Indies made 229 from 48 overs in a game affected by rain, while Ireland made 168 for 5 of 32.3 overs. The player of the match was Andy McBriny of Ireland, who took 4 for 36 of 10 overs and also had 35 from 45 deliveries. Romario Shepherd made 50 of 41 for the West Indies. Odin Simis made a brisk 46 of 19 deliveries, while Shamar Brooks continued his good form, making 43 of 64 deliveries. Kieran Pollard had 1 for 4. Hakil Hussein 2 for 51, and Shepherd 1 for 12 of 4 overs in the West Indies bowling reply. Also letting you know that news has surfaced that Kahim Parris will be unavailable for the friendly international against Peru on the 20th of January. In fact, the team is in training now, and coach Paul Hall is in Jamaica conditioning the team for that game. And we just understand that Kahim Parris will not be available for the game on the 20th. We don't know if this will affect him getting a call into the squad for the 27th when we go up against Mexico in World Cup qualifiers at the National Stadium. We also understand that Shamar Nicholson will not be available for the next 3 games, World Cup qualifiers, as he has just signed with Sparta Moscow over there in Russia. Very, very, very interesting because Andre Gray will be drafted back into the squad. He's now available. Will How will this affect Shamar going forward? We don't know, but we can understand that, like I said, he just signed a new contract with Sparta Moscow. They are in ninth position in the Russian league there, and they're looking to climb up the league table. They purchased him as a new forward, and of course, I think he's going to be needed. But we know that when it comes on to World Cup qualifiers, club football is not being played. Club football is not being played. So I don't know if it is possible to hear from his agent, Kevin Cohen, is the agent's name, because when it comes on to World Cup qualifiers, there is no club football. Russia, whether they're in it in the qualifiers or not, there is no club football. It's a FIFA window, so players can leave with no sanctions, nothing at all. Could there be other factors? I wonder if there are other players who, for whatever reason, will not be available. But we wish Shamar all the best, and we do understand, again, that because he just signed for the club, this could be a reason why. But we also know that according to FIFA stipulations, when it is for international games, basically clubs are put aside. There is no red flag nations or anything like that for these set of games. So we don't know. We hope to hear more as the weeks progress, because we are just a few more days, less than 2 weeks away from that game. Also, the Jamaica Premier League, it kicks off on Sunday. Originally, the games were scheduled to be played at Draxall, but we are understanding that the Minister of Local Government and the Minister of Health, they have not yet passed the field, not because of the quality of the field, but for it to be a host venue for the JPL, and its ability to facilitate the limited spectators and everything else to ensure that all the protocols are observed. But it's very interesting because the Da Costa Cup games were played there. And so obviously ISA would have gotten an okay. Why then would the JPL be going through this struggle to get the venue approved if it has already been approved for the schoolboy football? It is where most of there was a zone that involved Dintil and Charlie Mount, McGrath, Ocherius High, St. Mary, York Castle, Brownstone. And all of these games were played at Draxall. Quarterfinal games were played at Draxall in the Da Costa Cup and also in the Ben Francis on Thursday, where Edwin Allen and Cornwall College played. So if it has been approved for that, why is there any hesitancy in it being approved for the JPL game? What are the difference with schoolboy football and Premier League football that it would not have been approved in time for the starting of the competition? And so we like we said, the games are going to be moved to the Captain Horace Burrell Center because the competition is going to get going on the 16th. Again, this is I Am Sure Sports. I'm Manning's Man, and this is Sports in 10 at 10. We thank you for joining us, and please, we ask you to hit that like button, subscribe. We have a very, very big special coming up this month and February for all our subscribers, and you'll hear more about that in future shows. We thank you again and enjoy the rest of your day.